But certain things need to be corrected for the record, because certain things people are just ill-informed about. And the publications that grab the headlines and try to manipulate things and make things seem as if there's something that they're not. I understand that some folks are desperate for clickbait. That's how they do it. They don't care about accuracy. They just care about talking shit. Damn it, forget all that. She did it. She didn't have to, but she did. She got her contract. She getting her bag. She got her endorsement deal. But she looked at
Stephen A. Smith just revealed the strange information regarding Caitlin Clark's contract in Europe. And let's face it, we all anticipated this.
I'm going to tell you what's interesting, and nobody has brought this up. I'm going to bring this up, okay?
Everyone is aware that she left the WNBA by now, and I doubt I need to explain why, since it is obvious how the league treated her, as if they couldn't tolerate her ascent.
She definitely deserves and warrants that level of respect. Devoid of a title, she basically deserves that level of respect because she basically put the sport on its shoulders and uplifted the sport.
Though it's unfortunate that her supporters lost her in the WNBA, I'm conflicted about it because Europe is providing her the attention and credit she deserves, something the WNBA was never able to provide.
There could be a team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her a crazy offer. I mean, Ice Cube was about to give her $5 million to play in less than 10 games in the Big Three. So
nobody could comprehend Clark's accomplishment since the leagues were so full of drama and jealousy, regardless of whether you were Alyssa Thomas or Sue Bird. But enough about that nonsense. Let's move on to her new chapter.
This lady right here, Caitlin Clark, is my favorite college basketball player in the world. She is something special. And Caitlin, I'm just going to start because they want to hear from you, obviously.
Naturally, it all began with Stephen A. Smith, who was the first to see Caitlin Clark's brilliance and is now putting an end to this incredible tale. He's been defending her against all the bullshit for a while, and today he simply dropped the biggest bombshell. Caitlin Clark, the NBA's biggest rising star in women's basketball, may be leaving for Europe rather than taking a casual off-season job.
with the WNBA season ending for many teams, there are already so many players heading overseas to play during the off-season. But with all of the drama currently surrounding the WNBA, on top of the low-paying salaries, some of these players are questioning if they'll even return.
He almost shouted this from the rooftops rather than merely hinting at it. Because of Clark's big Europe deal, WNBA salaries are now compared to pennies. Compared to her present wage, which likely doesn't even cover her sneaker budget, Clark, who has been locked at $76,000 in the WNBA, is set to receive a big payment ranging from $2 million to $5 million annually overseas. Europe is willing to pay for her since they recognize her as a star.
And warrants that level of respect, devoid of a title. She basically deserves that level of respect because she basically put the sport on its shoulders and uplifted the sport.
Stephen A. wasn't holding back when he talked about how great this is for Caitlin, and let's face it, it's not just about the money, though that part is sweet. This deal is a direct getaway from all the drama that has surrounded her in the WNBA over the past year. All of it has been racial politics, controversy, and diversions that have nothing to do with basketball. It's as though she's been dragged through the mud simply for being successful.
Certain things need to be corrected for the record because certain things people are just ill-informed about. And the publications that grab the headlines and try to manipulate things and make things seem as if there's something that they're not. I understand that some folks are desperate for clickbait. That's how they do it. They don't care about accuracy. They just care about talking shit.
Stephen A. essentially stated that Europe is her best chance to escape that disaster. There won't be any drama or diversions, just pure, unadulterated basketball, and they won't put her down with bullshit. Instead, they will treat her like the royalty that she is, and you know what's even better? The cultural gap was pointed up by Wilder Stevena, and she was right. It has been awkward for Caitlin Clark to be caught in the crossfire of this race-based league narrative, where every move is scrutinized and there is always someone with something to say. The WNBA is dominated by Black players who, let's face it, feel like they own the league.
We were promised, team marketing agreements and league marketing agreements, but they've fallen quite short. So it's still not enough for us international players to want to stay here. And that's a choice of the players. If I make a choice to make more money and whatever, and then the teams are mad that I don't come back. But
However, Europe, with players from 44 different countries playing basketball on the same court, it's a whole new world without any racial drama. That's exactly what Caitlin needs right now, a place where the focus is on the game rather than who is the league's biggest star. And let's not forget that Caitlin Clark is a talent that will last a lifetime. Come on, she's doing things that most players could only imagine. Her rookie season was nothing short of spectacular, and she's breaking records, packing arenas, and attracting more fans than the NBA has seen in a long time.
All of you, we're going to play in front of 15,000 people every single game this year. Sold out crowd, yeah. 50,000 people for the crossover at Kinnick next Sunday, so.
Simply look at the numbers. Every game draws more than 15,000 fans, shattering attendance records like it's nothing. She even crammed 17,600 fans into Atlanta's Dream State Farm Arena, but the WNBA is afraid to give her the credit she deserves. Europe is showing her the red carpet, and it's clear why they value her talent, something the WNBA seems to have forgotten over the years.
Caitlin Clark, ladies, let me tell y'all something. You got to sit up there and pay attention to the rising tide. It lifts all boats. You can go out on the court and go at Caitlin Clark with the fierceness that your competitive juices demand. But in the process of doing that,
now that Europe is providing her with all she deserves, it's easy to understand why she would be enticed. Top European players earn between $2 million and $5.4 million annually, while the WNBA continues to provide pitiful wages. Caitlin's rumored contract would propel her to the top and provide her with the money she has been lacking.
And from the sounds of this interview, it seems like she's probably going to make more money overseas in EuroLeague than she did during this WNBA season.
There, she is free from the absurd political and racial silliness of the WNBA. No one is attempting to bring her down, and no one is envious of her success. She can concentrate on playing the game she loves, and Europe is prepared to appreciate her like the superstar she is.
Biggest star in the league, Caitlin Clark, is only making a base salary of around $76,000 or $78,000 for this first season. She signed a 4-year, just over $300,000 rookie salary. So Caitlin's rookie salary is a little over $300,000 for 4 years, and that's all.
I'm going to tell you what's interesting, and nobody has brought this up. I'm going to bring this up, okay? One of the things we didn't talk about was what happened Friday night. That damn call by that official with 3.9 seconds left that gave, that helped. Now, I'm not going to sit up there and tell you that it was the wrong call. I just hate the fact that the call was made at that particular moment in time. You want to definitively see the players decide it.
Stephen didn't mince words when he said, "This isn't just a career move. It's Caitlin Clark fleeing an environment that's been suffocating her." Europe doesn't care about the WNBA's racial politics. Athletes over there are just playing regardless of where they come from. There's no jealousy, no competition to be the face of anything, just mutual respect, which is exactly what Caitlin has been missing.
Salary to play in Russia. Now, at the time in the WNBA, the salary, like the highest salary in the league, was $107,000. So obviously that's
She has already given the WNBA her all. She has increased attendance, packed arenas, and made the Indiana Fever a must-watch team. However, they were unable to fully embrace her, and now Europe is giving her the respect, fame, and money she has been denied. This contract, which Stephen outlined precisely, is exactly what Caitlin needs and marks the start of something enormous.
Under control. She manipulated the defense left and right. She got to her spots. And for me, one of the biggest things, Stephen A., you mentioned drawing things out of other teammates that we didn't even know was there.
Let's avoid misunderstandings. Clark's first season wasn't just good. It was absolutely historic. She brought in millions of viewers on her own, increasing WNBA ratings by an absurd 142%. Despite this, the league has hardly welcomed her. It seems like they've been too preoccupied with advancing their own agendas to remember that the game, that is, basketball, should come first.
could be a world where more of these private-owned EuroLeague teams, I could see some of these teams going after some of our star players in the WNBA. And if the money makes sense, if the business aspect makes sense, we could lose more players to playing over.
Moreover, Stephen A. Smith didn't mince words. Instead, he pointed out the obvious. The WNBA is so preoccupied with its own internal issues that it isn't taking advantage of the opportunity to honor one of the best basketball players ever. A league that seems more interested in stories than in talent has eclipsed Clark's indisputable success.
Stress the hell out of them. And that's how you'll alleviate your stress, because they'll know stress is coming down the pike and they won't want the damn trouble. So maybe they won't bring you trouble. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And it's regarding the subject of Caitlin Clark. For those of you who don't know, she's a former star at Iowa in college, played in the national championship game before losing to South Carolina. She's #1 overall pick for the WNBA draft. She is a special talent, to say.
Clark has faced more than just basketball when she first on the court with the Indiana Fever. The NBA's fixation with racial and political divisions has put her in a difficult position and made her feel like an outcast in a league that she is actively advancing.
The commissioner told her that she could make $700,000 playing in the WNBA through marketing this.
However, this is the worst. Steven made sure we all knew that Caitlin Clark isn't backing down. She's leveling up, and she knows her worth. Europe is prepared to give her everything the WNBA hasn't been able to offer, including respect, recognition, and a salary that shouts through the star in Europe. Clark will experience more than just financial success. She will play in venues full of basketball fans who have come solely to enjoy the game, free of the burdens that have been plaguing her in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark finds the EuroLeague, which is a melting pot of talent from all over the world with 111 non-European players from 44 different countries, to be a welcome change from the WNBA's constant tension. These athletes are there to play, not to get entangled in racial and political drama.
In my mouth, like, there are certain teams now that I don't even want to watch. I can't even support. I don't even want to be one of the viewers watching their games, just because of all of the pettiness and drama surrounding it.
Can you picture entering a league where your performance is the sole factor considered? That's just what Europe is providing. Without any outside distractions or stories that attempt to categorize her, Clark is playing basketball in its purest form, and she will flourish there. When Stephen A. stated that Europe wants her and is prepared to provide her with the platform she deserves because they acknowledge her brilliance, he wasn't kidding.
There could be a team overseas who would love to snatch Caitlin Clark away from us and give her a crazy offer. I mean, Ice Cube was about to give her $5 million to play in less than 10 games in the big.
In the meantime, the WNBA completely blew the chance to honor one of the most exciting players in the league, but once more, it's not just about the money for Caitlin Clark. It's also about recognition. She has been working hard, breaking records, and drawing large crowds, and all she has received in return from the WNBA is hardly even a nod in Europe. She won't have to fight for that respect because it is already waiting for her. Stephen A. made it very evident that this is the setting Clark has been seeking, and that she will eventually receive the acknowledgement she has long earned.
People are 0-9, but that's not the story involving Caitlin Clark and all the drama that surrounds her.
There isn't any of the racial tension that has been suffocating Clark's time in the WNBA in Europe because the EuroLeague is full of players from all over the world, and the focus is only on basketball. That's the kind of environment Caitlin Clark can dominate, which is why this contract leak is so big. Step A wasn't just giving us some juicy news. He was also giving us a look at Caitlin Clark's future, and to be honest, it looks brighter than ever.